Welcome back to Pipe and Tobacco Talk. It's episode 13. It's Jim and Tim hanging out together. Tim, read them our sponsored disclaimer.
Hold on to your hat, everyone, because here comes the warning. This podcast will expose the listener to offensive, insensitive, off-putting, and otherwise socially unacceptable content known to the state of California to cause cancer. To avoid injury, the sponsors of this podcast suggest you grow a pair.
This disclaimer sponsored by mbsdpipes.com. When you need a new pipe, an estate pipe, a Mersham pipe, look up mbsdpipes.com. There you go. Mitchell decided he wanted to sponsor the disclaimer, and we let him. We receive no monetary compensation for it. We just do it for fun.
And if we get any complaints, we send them right over to Mitchell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you'd like to complain about the show, we don't care. Send them to whoever you want. We're good. We're good. Call it good.
In fact, we wish you would complain, but send them all to Mitchell.
Mitchell needs something to do. Hook him up.
Yep. Complain loudly and often.
Yeah, that's right, Karen. That's the manager you need to speak to. Get him. Sick him. Speaking of Mitchell, he has agreed. We have the Kamoi Zulu, the exact same pipe that I've got, will be our next giveaway. Should be here for the next episode, and we'll think up a contest for it. And just so that you know, Tim and I, when we see those contests where it's like, tag 3 friends and post it to your story. Yeah, no. Nah, we're not doing that.
And ain't going to happen. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Nah, we had a blast with the dad jokes, and I do need to apologize to Bradley from BGX Woodworks. I called him Jason twice in the last episode. I was listening to it, and it's like, Jim, that's not his name. His name is not Jason. His name is Bradley. And, this beard isn't gray for decoration, kids. It's because my brain matter is leaving at a rapid pace, and I am truly sorry, Bradley. In fact, Mitchell talked to him, and he'd like to be a guest on the show coming up, so we'll have to work that out. We do have some exciting guests coming up. We had a guest for this show, but he hasn't arrived yet, and we just decided, we'll run it, and if he pops in, he pops in. Our mutual friend Harrison. So if Harrison jumps in at some point, we'll talk to Harrison. Next week we have Terry Brewster, who's a good friend of both of us, and just a blast to talk to. The week after that we have Anthony from Castle Briars coming on, and be gentle with him. He's nervous about doing an interview. He's never done one before, and we just tried to tell him it's talking to me and Tim and hanging out here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna sift him like wheat. Poor guy.
So tell us about your most embarrassing childhood moment, Anthony. We'd like to relive a fond memory for you.
They're all going to laugh at you.
Yeah. When was the last time your mom saw you naked? Just anything we can possibly do to make him as uncomfortable as hell.
That's right.
That's the kind of show we're shooting for. And I do want to talk about the dad joke contest, because we did get an email, and he commented that, and I won't say who it is, but he commented and said, a dad joke should be a joke that you're able to tell to your children. You didn't grow up with my dad. My dad is one of the best joke tellers on the planet, and none of them would qualify to. The first movie my dad ever took me to was Young Frankenstein, and we were laughing so hard and crying. And I think what slightly bothered him the most is that I got all of the off, the sweet mysteries of life. I'm so glad I found you. I got all that when I saw it, and I shouldn't have, because my dad's hilarious, and my uncle was just as bad. They're both funny guys, and they're blue, and I kind of enjoyed immensely. And A dad joke to me is something that makes you laugh that you can picture your dad saying. And my dad has certainly told some great jokes. So sorry, not sorry.
Well, you know what? On the dad joke front, I have to apologize. I don't have to apologize. In fact, I won't apologize because just, going into this, anytime we do anything and we ask people to respond, just understand that we're going to screw it up. And one of the things that I did is I left out Chad Brinkman's jokes. Chad came in second behind Todd Sanzini in the number of jokes that he sent.
Really?
And they were buried. Yeah, they were buried in my Instagram direct messages.
Oh, I'm in a football league with him. Why didn't Chad? We're in a chat
It's his
damn
fault.
near daily.
I know. It's
You
Chad's
can't send him
fault
to
that they didn't get right.
You can't send him to him. Come on now. You guys know better than this.
Right. You know what we should do is let's start out, and in addition to the warning, we'll let this be the first in a long line of "I'm sorry" that we'll say over the microphones here.
Yeah, we apologize
so anyway,
to our twos.
To all three of you out there, if you're listening, hello, come in, Tokyo.
Is this thing on?
So anyway,
test.
Yeah. So I have these. You want me to read them?
Oh, absolutely.
Why not?
No, and we'll do something special for Chad just because we missed him. So.
Okay, so here we go. The first one is, I'm giving up drinking for a month. Sorry, that came out wrong. I'm giving up drinking for a month. It's pretty good.
I really like that one. That would have made my short list.
Okay, here's one. I have some sad news. I broke up with my girlfriend Lorraine because I wanted to date another girl named Claire Lee. But the good news is that I can see Claire Lee now that Lorraine is gone.
Oh,
I can see Claire Lee now that that's terrible. Man. Yeah,
Chad.
I'm going to kick him in the balls next time I see him, just for that.
Oh,
it says. Here's another one. I heard that by law. What?
No. Go ahead. No.
Okay.
No. I'll wait till you're done.
All right. I heard that by law you need to turn on your headlights when it's raining in Sweden. How the hell am I supposed to know when it's raining in Sweden? A little funny.
I liked it. It hit the spot for me.
Oh, yeah. I just finished reading an incredible book called How to Avoid Getting Ripped Off. Best $500 I ever spent. That's a good. Shit.
That's excellent.
Good. That's good. My family just learned that Grandpa has an addiction to Viagra. No one is taking it harder than Grandma.
Oh, that might have won. I like a good Viagra joke.
Oh, God. My ex wanted to humiliate me. Try again. My ex wanted to humiliate me in front of her friends. So she said I was useless in bed. Should have seen her face when they all disagreed.
Oh, we have to send Chad something for those last two.
Chad, you're killing it. Oh, I know. We're going to give him something.
Oh, yeah. We're going to send you something for that, Chad. Those were excellent.
I taught my kids about democracy tonight by having them vote on which movie to watch and pizza to order. I then picked the movie and pizza because I'm the one with the money. I don't know. All right.
No. That fits perfectly with the times. And we're going to add to the segment of things that Go ahead.
Did you know that a piranha can devour a small child down to the... Here it is. Did you know that a piranha can devour a small child down to the bone in less than 30 seconds? Anyways, I lost my job at the aquarium today.
Oh, we're sending stuff to
Oh,
Chad.
God.
Yeah, Chad messages, we're going to send you something. We don't know what it is yet, but you're getting something. Anyway, I lost my job.
You know, any joke that starts out, did you know that a piranha can devour a small child in less than 30 seconds? You know it's going to be good.
You know that's something is going wrong. Oh,
God. My wife asked me why I wanted to be cremated. I told her it's my last hope for a smoking hot body.
okay.
All right. My wife is furious at our neighbor who sunbathes naked in her backyard. Personally, I'm on the fence. That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
And we are expanding the things that piss me off segment at the end of the show.
This is for you, Chad. This was for you.
Well done, Chad. Send us your address. We're going to hook you up with some stuff. We don't know what we're going to send you. We're going to send you something.
That was pretty good.
Well, those were all pretty good. Well done. Well done. Wish we would have had those for the contest, huh, Tim?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the chili joke was a good one.
Yeah. James Law came up with the chili joke. That was excellent. And, the first Viagra joke was hilarious. And, so many, good dad jokes in it. It was, it was just a blast. And the next giveaway will do something equally as entertaining for everyone.
All right, just one more time. Did you know that a piranha can devour a small child in less than 30 seconds? Anyway, I lost my job at the aquarium today.
I really like that one. It's going to stick with me for a long time. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, and if you're watching the show, I'm going to birth a new blend today, and it'll be at the end of the episode because I have to put gloves on and do all kinds of funny stuff. But Mike from Bishop Pipes contacted me, and he's the one that wanted the clove cinnamon nutmeg blend, and it's coming out of the press tonight. And I asked for permission from him. Says, do you mind if I birth it on the air? And he goes, no, fire away. So got to stick around to the end of the episode to see it. So
yeah, good
excellent deal. Tim,
all right.
It's that time of the show where we talk about what's new in your collection.
Well, here, let me show you something. I turned 66 the other day.
Oh.
But I got a couple of really cool gifts. I got to show you this.
All right.
So anytime you get a gift that comes in an ammo can, it's going to be good.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And, did they get you some more tannerite, Tim?
No, but I wish they had. But it's the Manly Man gift.
Oh, the Manly Man Company.
Manly Man.
Got an ammo can?
You got some bear nuts.
All right.
Varieties of beef jerky.
Ooh, peppered stout beef jerky. Man, that sounds delicious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's some.
Ooh, and that is habanero ale.
Yep. And you get your man card.
Ooh, which is also a bottle opener. Look at that.
Bottle
opener.
Man. There's a beer mug in there.
Oh.
There were probably, I think, like a half dozen pouches of jerky, and there's 2 that are left. there was also a this length of thick cut bacon that was in a wrapper.
Ooh.
Oh man, it was so good. Yeah, so the manly man gift comes in a 20 or 30 caliber ammo
Ammo
can.
can? Oh, nice.
Ammo can. And then I got one other thing here.
All right.
I'll be working in style.
Oh,
Got a
that's a
nice
leather.
thing with the
Oh,
pockets and,
man.
so I don't have to go looking for all of my tools. I can shove them down in those pockets, and I'll be walking all over the shop looking for that goddamn tool, and here it'll be in my pocket all along. You know how that'll go.
Oh,
And
yeah. That leather apron
now
is killer.
yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm sporting a some jerky and a new apron.
Man, it's good to be the king.
I know. Good to be king. And then got this done the other day. This is on the site now.
Oh, that's the one you posted to Instagram earlier, I believe, correct?
Yeah. And the guy that wanted it wants something else. So
All right.
this is going to be for sale or it is for sale on the site now.
All right. Well, there you go. Look at that.
So I don't know. I'm just looking at my my collection of stuff in here, and yeah, that'll about do it. How about you?
Oh, so as you know, we had Eric from EMC Custom Cobbs, and he was messaging me Monday, and he started making briar pipes.
Yes,
It's got a carbon fiber stem, and just fantastic. It's a style of pipe that I can't think of the name of to save my life. But
cool.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's a great smoker. And then, of course, I posted a picture of it. And those of you watching on YouTube can see, as Eric called them, I put pipe condoms on them. I put the rubber bits on because my teeth cut through stem material almost as well as my ability to drill through the side of stem material. I have 2 jagged teeth on the left side of my mouth, and they tear them up. So if you see a rubber bit on a pipe of mine, and you're the artist that made the pipe, I am not slandering your work in any way. I'm saving your work for future generations because I could smoke it about 6 times before I go through it. So
yeah,
that's why I do that. But fantastic pipe.
Yeah.
Very excited to get it. And what was really cool, he's got some new boxes, and on the inside of the box is our man Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, cool.
And I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm. That is nice.
So,
yeah.
So, and he had a raffle Thursday night. The Tinker won. So Thomas from Tinker's Pipe won the latest creation from EMC Custom Cobbs, and rolling right along. Yeah.
Right.
So, and he and his son both really liked Katrina's Reprise, which was the Dreamsicle blend that I made for him. So excited that worked out, and we'll see what everybody else thinks of their stuff. So there you go. All right, that's
Yeah.
I do have some new tobacco on order, whole leaf and total leaf. Got a couple of new blending Virginias in, and they are on their way to Colorado, and we'll talk about them next week if they're here in time for the show. And that's really all that's new in my collection this week. So
that's enough.
There you have it. I think so.
Yeah. So is it still snowing?
No. So Colorado weather is the bipolar girlfriend you never wanted. So it was 5. That's just the number 5 as the temperature on Sunday.
Like the number of our listeners.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping to get to 5s of listeners at some point. We're currently at 2s of listeners. So it was 5 here on Sunday. It was like 22 Monday. Wednesday, it was 50. Today, it was 71.
Yeah. Crazy.
I have no explanation. And it's going to snow on Wednesday. So it's 71 today. It's going to snow on Wednesday here. So obviously we're thrilled. My boss is off on vacation in Cabo, and I'm here. This is the problem with Colorado. There's many problems, and we're going to talk about one of them in the things that piss me off segment. I never know how to dress because I go to walk the dog at 5:30 in the morning before I leave for work, and it's cold. It's like 38, 39. And then you come out of work like Thursday, it was 39 in the morning and 75 when I went home.
Yeah.
So I brought a parka, and then I left in a t-shirt. No, this is just, there's so many things wrong. No. Colorado needs to get their weather situation figured out quickly.
And isn't there 27 hours a day of sunshine? Isn't the sun like always like
shining on Colorado?
Blaring? Yeah.
No. In fact, the first 72 days I lived in Colorado, it rained on 68 of them.
Oh, wow.
It was the wettest summer Colorado's ever had. Everything was spectacularly green all summer long. And everybody said, "Oh, Jim, it's high desert. It'll be hot in the summer." No, it never got hot. It never got mildly uncomfortable. It rained.
Well, then I think you probably live in the only place in the continental United States that's probably worse than northeastern Ohio for weather.
Oh yeah. This is. I don't. Everybody was like, "Oh, look, it snowed. It's so pretty." No. I moved away from
it's
snow
not
for a
pretty
reason.
at all.
No.
Yeah.
My son was excited. So my youngest son is 30. He got to shovel snow for the first time in his life last weekend.
Well, lucky him.
Yeah. Thank you, Dad, for not having me live any place where it snows. And he loved it. He was out, and I really like shoveling snow, Dad. Oh, shut up. I hate
it. You're not really my son.
No. We're going to DNA test. We're going to find that bastard who fathered you. We're going to get even.
You're not... Your mom was stooping the milkman.
Yeah, he has a strange resemblance to the postal carrier at our old house, who's also been the postal carrier for our last 9 locations. I don't think there's a correlation there at all, do you? Oh, so let's talk about... Yeah. Let's talk about what's new in pipe. I really like that pipe you just showed, although I'm not, and this is terrible to say, I just don't like bamboo.
You like bamboo?
I never...
I know.
No. And that's okay. If you like bamboo, Jay Furman loves bamboo. And a lot of people do. I just don't. But what a spectacular pipe. And the guy didn't like it?
I think he wants something else.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he wants something else. It's all right. All right. Everybody's got a thing, It's okay.
I'm good with that.
Rarely do I have a pipe that doesn't have a owner somewhere out there.
Yeah. Excellent.
No biggie. Yeah.
All right. Anything new? What are you working on? I know you had a busload of commissions. Did you get some of those knocked out this week?
Got some of them knocked out, and have a bunch more I got to do this week. And just keep on keeping on. I'm going to make a series of 6 Christmas pipes that I'll be offering in the month of December, and they'll be available to the website subscribers.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who's subscribed to the website www.pbhbp.com. If you're a subscriber, you only need to subscribe once, but they'll be offered first and exclusively to the subscribers. There'll be 6 of them. They'll all be different, but they'll be Christmas colors. And any ones that don't get picked up there, they'll end up on the website.
Okay. All right. That sounds exciting. Do you have some styles in mind? Or are you just going to wing it?
I think
you're
so.
Just going to let the briar... I'm going to let the briar talk to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Those are always the best.
Yeah. It's the way I like to do it anyway.
Well,
It's my preference.
yeah. All right. Anything else new in the tobacco world or in the pipe world?
No.
All right. All right. So I made a series of experimental blends for some folks. So Kane Edison hasn't gotten his yet, and Rob hasn't gotten his. They're in the mail. Jerry got Chad Hatton, which he was very excited about, which is fun. Part of why I do what I do, I'm not, this is not a money making venture for me. It's my way of participating in the pipe community. And I fell in love with Kramer's, and I've talked about it before. And I love it when people call me and say, "Can you make this for me?" And that was Mike from Bishop Pipes had called me and said, "I really want this," and I'm like, "We'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a whirl." And Matt, the official tester of ESF, got a box of blends, and he has been raving about 2 of them. So we'll see what the recipient has to say once he gets them. But I'm very excited. But Matt likes them, and I feel sorry for Matt because he has no idea what he signed up for. Not at all.
Yeah.
Stuff is going to show up in your mailbox, and you're going to have to smoke it. And
yeah, but think about the training he'll be putting his palate through.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, what did you taste when you tasted this? It tasted like I set shoe leather on fire. Excellent. That's what I was going for. That's why I called it the Oxford blend.
Right. We call this one the Chucky Taylor.
That's right. It smells like I'm burning rubber and canvas. Yeah.
It tastes like a sweat sock.
Yep, exactly. And it's just it's part of the fun for me is when folks call up and say, "Hey, can you make something like this?" I think we can. So, and in fact, I was a listener to the podcast was like, "Hey, I am really excited about Maple Jack and Maple Irish. When you get those out, let me know." And I have the first test set in the presses. Should be ready Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll see what comes out of that. The tin was excellent before I pressed it, so we'll see what happens during the pressing process.
I bet it'll be good all the way through. I bet it'll come out really good.
Yeah.
Be my guess.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's kind of what's new. Like I said, I'm excited. I've got 2 new Virginias coming. Should be here Thursday or Friday, so I should have them in time. Be able to talk about them a little bit. But nothing has come out recently in tobacco. I am excited. We've you and I continue to chat with Dan Robert from Coastal Plains Meats, and I am excited. He's going to send me a little bit of that bright Virginia, and we'll see what we can put together with that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be good. Yeah. Try some of that.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any Ask Us Anything questions for this week? Did anybody send you anything in?
I don't have anything. Nope. They've forgotten about us.
No.
They're wise to do so.
No. Our friend Noah at Noah's house, and we really need to get Noah on to do an interview. I got to get him to agree to come on the show and hang out with us.
Yeah.
Just
that'd be great.
Fun. But he has a pipe making question for you, Mr. Beaumont.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
Talking pipes. Do you feel that the wood used today is good, better, or the same as briar used years ago? Example, a pipe made today compared to an estate pipe that was made in, say, 1960. Is the grain better? Is the quality different? It's like looking at 2x4s from a house built in the 50s compared to 2x4s you get today.
I wish I could opine on that. Having not made a pipe in 1960, it's hard for me to compare. I do know that the grading and the the curing, drying process has a lot to do with the quality that you'll find in the end product. Aside from grade, the curing and drying process, it has to happen slowly. Otherwise, you end up with cracks and stresses in the wood that where it'll separate, or you have voids, that kind of thing. I have had probably about 2 years ago. I just went through a rash of blocks that had problem after problem after. But these are extra grade blocks, and you'd be working your way down through it, and then just come into a giant void, crack that would go. It was worthless. You had to throw it in the bin.
Yep.
In the last year or so, since the newer materials come out on the market, there was a dearth of material there for a long time because of the COVID. Nobody was working, and it takes months and months and months for the briar to be dug up, cut, boiled, dried, trimmed, all that sort of stuff to get it to where it ends up in my mailbox and I can go to work on it. And so there was just nothing around. And now it seems that the quality, when I get extra material, it's really sound, good stuff, and a lot of really nice grain exhibit. Can't complain. So, I'm probably not answering the question fully, but it seems like right now the quality of the briar that I'm finding is pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm. Well, the reason Noah brought this up, and he sent me a follow-up picture, so he looked at the end grain of a 2x4, and he mentions it in his comment, and he had a picture of a new 2x4 versus an old 2x4. So the old 2x4 was old growth trees, and it had 60 rings in it, where the new the new 2x4 was only 16 rings. It's not as. And because I worked in lumber for a long time when I was a much younger man, it depends on where on the tree the piece of 2x4 came from. Lumber's a little bit different than, because briar is basically a cyst on that particular plant, and the Latin name I can't pronounce, and I'm not going to try. And they have to dig it out of the ground. And there's a great movie called The Father of the Flame that really goes into a much deeper detail that would be worth watching if you have not seen that yet. But as far as 2x4s go, so if you got a 2x4 from the 50s, the actual dimension of it was 2 inches by 4 inches. Current 2x4s are 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches. Yeah, modern forestry, whatever, all good.
Yeah.
That's why when you buy older houses, a friend of the show's, Jared, has bought an older house, and it's got actual 2x4s in it, and he's getting to deal with the fun of that because I got a pre-hung door and it doesn't fit right. Yeah, sure won't. It's a 1/2 inch short, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. You're going to get the jam extension and have a ball with that.
And the thing that the reason why it's hard to make a comparison today is if you take a stummel, and I do a little bit of restemming of pipes. You take a pipe that is 25, 30 years old, that wood is going to be brittle. Time is not the friend of any type of wood. It dry rots. It becomes brittle. There's been a lot of years of changes in humidity and heat and cold and all that sort of thing, sunlight. And so to make a comparison between a new block in this case, block of briar, compared to one that was built 40 years ago or 30 years ago. It's just really tough to make that comparison because they're two completely different things.
Okay. It doesn't age as gracefully. I mean, I will say that briar does, it I'm not sure the word that I'm looking for, but I do have older pipes from in my estate portion of my collection that have held up extremely well. But I probably wouldn't try to restem them. I probably wouldn't try to do a lot of work on them, simply because it's a 60-year-old piece of wood. So
yeah, right. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So, what would you like to do first? Would you like to talk about the contest for the January newsletter, the end of December newsletter, or would you like to talk about things that piss me off?
Let's talk about the contest, because I don't want to rush the litany of things that piss you off. I want you to just go through that methodically, slowly, savor it. Oh gosh. Well, okay. So the contest for the pipe that I'm going to make to order, based on suggestions from our audience, our huge audience. I've gotten, I think, 7 suggestions so far for pipes that guys would like to see. And let's leave that open for one more week. And anybody who is interested in participating in the drawing for the pipe that'll go out with the January newsletter, send me a suggestion of what you'd like that pipe to be. And between now and mid-December, in the gonna step into the cone of silence, and I'm going to draw one of the many suggestions that I get. That particular suggestion will be the pipe that I'll make. I'm not going to tell anyone until we award the pipe what pipe I made and who made the suggestion. And at that point, that person will have won, and the studio audience will erupt in applause and tears.
There will be rejoicing. There will be rejoicing in the streets. That's right.
Rending of clothes, right.
Exactly. And just
right. So
mass hysteria.
So it's crazy. The website is pbhbpipes@gmail.com. So send me your suggestion on the pipe that you want me to make that'll be awarded to a lucky participant, we'll call it. And the reason why I say participant is because only the people who made suggestions will be eligible to win. And so I'll take all the suggestions after the next Sunday. So you have all this coming week to send your suggestions into me by email. And I am going to draw one of those, and that particular person will have won the pipe, and I'm going to make that pipe, and we'll show it off at the end of December.
Very exciting. And that's just cool. So we're going to do the random org number draw next week. We'll have a list. We'll actually do the drawing. We will seal the list in an envelope. We'll open them up, and they'll actually get to see us do the number.org drawing, and we'll go from there. Perfect.
It'll be
how exciting.
Hermetically sealed. Yes, right. That's right.
Well, now, do you want to talk about some of the submissions you've gotten so far?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because I know Caleb Bradley from Burke Ridge Pipes, I think, was the first one we got, because he even included part of the contest too. So you'd like a custom blend, tell me what you're looking for. And you can send that to Tim, and Tim will send it to me. Tim and I chat fairly regularly, daily, damn near at this point. My wife's jealous, and I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned at all. Why is this man taking up all your time? Because I like Tim.
And he doesn't. He's clear on the other side of the continent.
Yeah, and he doesn't care if I
banging
leave
on
the
my door
toilet
at
seat
3 in the afternoon. Got what do you got to eat in there?
Yeah, Tim is not concerned if I leave the toilet seat up at all, and I kind of like that about him.
I like that about him. So let's see. Blake Lang, thank you for sending this in. He says, as for a pipe to make, I enjoy a bent step with a saxophone look. He says, I've never played the saxophone, but it's been one of my favorite pipes for smoking every morning. He's got one that's cracking on him. And he says, as for the stem, 4 to 6 inches long. He says a nice ribbed rim curled number. That doesn't sound right.
Oh, that's you can almost hear the music playing in the background, can't you? Look, he's wearing dark socks and nothing. Yeah, he's got dark socks on and nothing else. Uh-oh.
Garters. All right. So here we have another one, Jared Young. Let's see, Tim, I've been enjoying listening to you and Jim banter. That's what we're doing, bantering on about, and have been thoroughly enjoying it. He just moved to Ohio. Poor guy.
No.
And yeah.
Our condolences.
He says what he'd like to see is a bent Dublin with a bamboo stem.
Ooh.
Let's see.
There you go.
Jonathan, let's see. He's interested in he's a hunter, and he's thinking about mallard ducks. So it'd be like a mallard and a what's a
drake
female
and a hen?
duck?
A drake and a hen.
Yeah. Okay. So for the drake, let's see, a dark green stem, a white and blue inlay on the shank. Sounds nice. For the female, imagine a lighter tan or brown stem with either similar or more delicate versions on the inlay or shank. The bowls could go either way. Let the wood speak for itself. Either a combination of dark brown or light brown would be really, really nice. I think to complement the stems and the inlays, smooth bowls or plateaus or partial rustication could be pretty sweet. All right. There's a
man. That was excellent. And that was Jonathan.
Yeah.
Sent that one in. Well done, Jonathan.
Yeah, and
attaboy.
And then Riley Holmes. Is, let's see.
I'm going to talk about Riley in a minute. So.
Yeah, he said a chimney or a volcano, and then Brandon. Let's see. I love a classic billiard, especially the stem work. So classic billiard.
Okay.
And then Matt Stewart had an idea here. Let's see. The raffle pipe for December would be something for hunting season. The shank should be deer antler instead of bamboo. A dark reddish bowl, like a cannonball or a Danish egg. And a cool Cumberland or acrylic stem with swirls or a cool pattern. So, there we have it. So there's some pretty good suggestions in there.
Hang on, I'll pull Caleb's up. Yeah, so Caleb, and that was the one that he emailed me and I forwarded to you. So hang on, let me pull that up here, and let's do a quick search. Caleb, giveaway pipe recommendation. So here's Caleb's. So he actually wrote a very nice email. So he said, oddly enough, I like the awkward silence by the talking over. followed by talking over each other. That is inevitable with audio delays. Yeah, we actually kind of encourage that. We talk over each other all the time just because we think it's fun.
Who wrote the book on it?
Something about it gives me slight anxiety mixed with humor, and I find it somewhat comforting. All right. Excellent. So his pipe recommendation, he would love to see a stubby pipe with a bamboo shank incorporated. Most bamboo use tends to be on the longer side. I gravitate towards shorter clenching pipes, as about all of my pipe smoking is coupled with pipe making, yard work, etc. Lastly, I would prefer some sort of rustication sandblast on the pipes. I enjoy the texture from that over smooth and the visual aspect, both of the rustification itself and the coloring from staining, finishing, and general handling while smoking. And he is a Virginia Perique smoker, and he would like something sweet and spicy. So if you win, we'll put that together for you.
All right.
And that's and that was from Caleb.
That's a decent that's a decent batch of them. Yeah. So if we can get it, as many additional ones as you want to throw in. But like I said, next week we'll stop taking suggestions and we'll draw those out.
Yeah, and it was nice to see that. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No. This is part of the fun for Caleb. It's that uncomfortable humor that he enjoys so much.
He said it gives me anxiety. I'm glad we're having an impact.
Yeah.
Those guys, they set me on edge.
Remember, kids, listening to this podcast is a 2 Quaalude minimum.
Awkward silence.
Yeah. So anyway, Matt Stewart, who put that in, is the official tester of blends. So that was nice that he jumped on. And then Riley Holmes is the one who requested the plantation pineapple, which is in the press. So well done. Look at that. See, Good. You guys have just engaged with us, and we can't say thank you enough. Just fascinating for our twos of listeners to just hang out with us. So
right.
Yeah. So how very cool is that? Shall we get to the fun portion of the day, Tim?
Hey, tell me, what pisses you off?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Tim. So here in Colorado, I can go into the store and I can buy green beans that are in plastic bags. I can buy strawberries that are in plastic packaging. I can get cereal in plastic bags. In fact, I can buy cereal that has a plastic bag inside of a cardboard box. I can buy cheese in plastic. I can buy American cheese, which is individually sliced pieces of cheese wrapped in plastic in a plastic container. But you know what I can't get, Tim? I have to buy a plastic bag to put it in to carry it home because and at Walmart and Costco, you don't get bags at all. You have to bring your own bags, or you can buy the 97-cent plastic bags.
How much? 97 cents.
They're 97. They're really nice. They have handles on them, but they're plastic. And I'm just trying to think, why is the onus on me and not the corporation that makes all of these products that they put plastic in? So for those of you that want to save the environment, let's think about something real for just a second. 100 companies produce 75% of the pollution in the world. 100. Yet you voting to do away with plastic bags at the grocery store has a net effect of fuck all nothing on the environment. Try to remember, kids, that carbon footprint was an idea put forth by the British Petroleum Company to take the onus off of them for the millions of pounds of CO2 that they emit into the environment and put the onus on you to fix it.
What a country.
I was in California in May of last year, and we were in San Diego. And they said, we don't have plastic straws. And they brought us paper straws that were wrapped in plastic in a plastic wrapper. Like, seriously, right. Does irony not show up in any of the lexicon? Does nobody think that this is dumber than a bag full of hammers? No, apparently not, Tim. They don't. It just pisses me off every time I have to go to the grocery store carrying my bags around with me like a effing homeless guy, because Walmart doesn't have plastic bags because they're saving the environment. Although 97% of the products they sell are wrapped in plastic. No, we're saving the world by not adding one small 3-cent bag.
Please go on.
And here's the other thing that pisses me off. They sell these bags for 97 cents. So basically, we've given Walmart the license to make 94 cents a bag, selling it to us so that we can carry the groceries that are wrapped in plastic out. This is why we will continue to have problems with environmental issues, is because we're so goddamn stupid that we allow this nonsense to go on. But here we are. Thank goodness those 4 plastic bags that brought home all my plastic wrap products aren't affecting the environment currently.
Well, you feel better since you got that off your chest.
Not really. I just...
No. Well, here, let me trade with you.
All right.
Back when the what was it, the China virus?
Yeah.
The COVID.
Yes. The world's most dangerous virus that could only be stopped by paper masks that also do fuck all nothing.
So we have a grocery chain. They're from Pittsburgh, I think. It's called Giant Eagle, and so I go in there, and and I'm being a nice, cooperative guy. I got my mask on underneath my chin. It gets around my ears, but it's underneath my chin. And I'm standing in the checkout line, and I've got a 6-pack of beer in one arm and a jar of sauerkraut in the other. And I'm talking to this guy that I know, and these people that work there, they set on me like a pack of jackals. You're the reason why people are dying of this disease, because it's people like you that won't wear their mask. So I set the jar of sauerkraut down and the 6-pack of beer down, and I took my mask off and I threw it in the air and I went, "Fuck you!" And I walked out.
Boy, Tim.
And I've never been back, and I won't go again ever.
What this was a psychological experiment. They convinced a group of people that have never fit in anywhere to rally behind a cause. I won't go into all the details, but if y'all haven't studied Joseph Goebbels, you need to. This was a man who understood this better than anyone. And I'll leave it at that. And here's what...
Tell a lie long enough, it becomes true.
That's right. At my previous work, we used to have OSHA certified training classes for people. So if you went into a room with asbestos, or you went into a room with lead-based paint, or you went into a coal mine, and somehow exposure to asbestos requires you to wear a Tyvek suit, completely gloved up, with a respirator, a full respirator, headgear, the whole 9 yards. And suddenly, the world's most dangerous... Actually, I won't call it that. Let's call it what it really was. The world's most profitable virus. The world's most profitable virus required a paper mask to keep us safe. And if you fell for that bullshit, I'm sorry.
You know,
You're part of the problem.
I heard somebody say, if a fart will go through your jeans, that mask ain't stopping the virus.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And I bought these really cool masks that had the little respirator on them because I wear glasses. And when you wear a mask, and it was required in some places that I went, and they fogged up, and then I'm bumping into shit and breaking things. But, I'm keeping the planet safe. And the doctor's office says, well, you can't have those. I said, oh, why not? Oh, it's got that little respirator up there in the corner. I said, yeah, but I've got an N95 filter in here. And the lady looked at me and it's like, oh, come on. You want to say something? I know you do. But you can't have that mask. I said, oh, so the paper mask is better than what I'm wearing? We require a paper mask. Carry on.
Yeah.
Carry on.
My brother had a paintball mask that had it looked like fly eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that came over, it looked like Darth Vader over your mouth. It had the louvers in it. And he took white out and he painted on there, I will not comply. And he would wear that everywhere. Nobody said anything to him. They were afraid of him.
Luckily at the time, I was living in South Carolina, which was pretty normal. There were some stores that you went in that required you to wear a mask, and that's fine. But most of the places didn't. But,
we were traveling about that time, and my brother had that thing on. We stopped at one of these, the turnpike, the highway rest stop thing with the restaurants and, buy knickknacks and shit like that. And I had my mask and I had it it's pleated and I had it underneath my nose like this and around my ears, looked like a mustache. And my brother's got that thing on that says, I will. Here we are standing there, hands in our pockets, waiting in line to go into a restaurant. And the guy that was cooking burgers or something, he comes whipping around the corner. He went right into us. He looked at me and he was, oh God. Like, shit.
Yeah. But we're saving the environment, Tim. We're saving the world by wearing masks and not having plastic bags. Yeah. And you know what else will help save the world? If you hop on one foot. You got to hop everywhere you go now to cut down your carbon export.
Yeah.
God almighty. Anyway, so
I was looking at a picture of those lithium leach fields. You ever seen that mess?
Mm-hmm.
Acre upon acre upon acre of this leachate from lithium mining.
Mm-hmm.
And because we're switching to a green economy,
by destroying the planet.
By destroying, everything.
Yeah.
And then the EVs, you ever seen one of those things catch fire?
Oh
my God.
I have a friend who lives in Charleston who was another one of those, I'm saving the planet by buying this electric vehicle. And for those of you that don't know where Charleston is, Charleston, South Carolina is on the coast. It does get wet. They do have flooding. And salt water does bad things to electric vehicle batteries. And his vehicle, which will remain unnamed, caught fire. And the electrical system shut down. And he couldn't open the doors because they automatically locked when the system shut down. He had to break the window out of the door. Now, luckily, my friend is a stout, large man and just cracked the window out and climbed out of his vehicle. And I thought, wow, isn't that a neat safety feature? That when your vehicle catches fire, it locks you in. How do you like your passengers, regular or extra crispy? Oh, I like them extra crispy.
Yeah, I know. There's a little setting on the dashboard, charbroil.
Yeah. So my last little environmental rant. all of the major car manufacturers settled their strike, and all three of them then came out the next day and said we're cutting back on our EV production because nobody's buying them.
Yeah, people don't want them.
No. I got to go 104 miles on my last charge because I was using the air conditioner. Yeah. Yay.
Right. Yeah.
No, we're not going to talk about that anymore. Oh.
Yeah, there was a bus, and I think it was in San Francisco. It was a video I saw of this thing. And it, from the time the first spark appeared on the roof of this thing to the time the thing was completely engulfed in molten, I don't know what's in the conductive material inside of the battery, but rubber and the fiberglass from the bus. It was just raining down, flooding down like a waterfall over this thing. If you were in that thing, there's no way you could get out. No way.
No.
And they can't put them out. They got to wait till it's done.
Yeah. They have to have special firefighting equipment to put out electrical vehicle fires. In case you're scoring at home, or
the stuff they spray on it. It raises the CO2 level by 5 million times or something.
Kind of puts cow flatulence to shame, doesn't it? With
right. For me, my flatulence,
Oh man, I had Culver's for dinner. My wife says, I really don't feel like, I don't want you to cook. You've had a hard week. Let's go to Culver's. Oh, good. I'd like to start my week off with intestinal malfeasance. I'm going to have to use the handicapped restroom at work to hang onto the rails while I pray for death.
What's Culver's? I don't know.
Culver's a hamburger shop. And
is it?
The key to Culver's success and why everybody likes them is they cook everything in butter. It's like Paula Deen on steroids. It's butter buns. Oh, good. Because old guys like me. Wow.
Yeah.
Lava. Yay, lava.
You take a syringe full of Crisco and just put it right here and just push it right in.
What are you having for dinner tonight? I'm just going to have a spoonful of Crisco and watch another episode of America's Funniest Home Videos.
There was a place near Columbus. It was called Fuddruckers. And they did the same thing. Everything butter. Mm-hmm. They took the beef patty and they buttered it and then fried it, The buns, everything was just floating in. And I don't think it was really butter. I think it was like margarine or something,
Oh, even better.
Way better. And corn oil. And we were coming back from a trip, and my daughter's then boyfriend, he had a big sloppy hamburger and everything, and they were driving in front of us, and I saw them. The first roadside rest, he goes off the ramp, and I'm thinking, Fuddruckers got one of them.
Code brown.
All right. Hope you wore your brown pants.
Oh, man.
Code brown.
And I am sitting here just suffering. And I'm glad that there's no microphone behind me because it would sound like elk calling.
I can see. I'm looking at the paint on the wall behind you, and it's starting to blister up.
Oh, it's goodness.
Nasty.
Yeah. Oh, what happened to the cushion on your chair? Nothing. We're not going to talk about it. I'm ordering another one, which will come wrapped in a plastic bag in a cardboard box.
No doubt.
With plastic bubble wrap. But,
sure. Yeah.
It's a chair cushion. We soften that up.
Bags.
Oh, okay.
No grocery bag for you.
No, not at all. All right. So I guess, what else do we want to talk about? We got anything else we want to talk about?
Let's see. We talked about what's new. We talked about the contest. Read some more jokes. We kind of did it all.
Well,
what do you got there? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
All right. Brace yourself.
Brace yourselves, kids. Dr. Jellyfinger is in the house. For those of you listening on the podcast, I am putting on a very attractive set of vinyl gloves. And I just wanted to show off the logo I came up with for Bishop's Pipes. He has his own
nice.
Etsy store and his own logo, and he'd actually like to come on the show too. So we need to schedule Mike
good.
from Bishop Pipes on.
Let's do that.
So let's take one of these out. So I have got the Magic Pasta Press, and I'm unscrewing the top, and I am taking the cap off, and let's see what this fine puck looks like.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. And we'll snap it off. Wow. So that's what puck looks like. And this one smells like cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove, which is what it's supposed to be. Wanted a burley blend. It's got a little bit of Virginia on it. And it is now officially jarred and ready to make its way to you, Mike. Congratulations. How very exciting. And it does have
There you go.
the aroma. I will tell you when you get this, rub it out, let it sit half hour, 45 minutes, because it's aromatic. It is aromatic, definitely. But just because of the flavor profile. So the nutmeg and the cinnamon and the clove are all very strong flavors. So this has a very light dusting of flavoring on it, but it is still it's stout. And as always, I made 2 samples.
Let it degas.
Yeah, let it off gas a little bit. And we'll take the other one out. Now maybe we'll make this a regular segment. So people that call in and get custom blends, we'll birth them on the air. So look at that.
There you go.
Man, came off. Stainless steel.
Nice and clean.
Absolutely. So there we go. Jarred
Beautiful.
Up, ready to go.
Now, how many presses do you have running now?
60. I have 60 of these. And if you want to get into blending tobacco at home, and I apologize, I have not made a video for my YouTube channel in forever. Amazon, Walmart, just about everybody, somewhere between $15.99 and $18.99. And I make metal caps. So you can see there's a hole in the bottom of it, and then I make little metal circles that drop in so that it doesn't come squeezing out the bottom like some kind of bizarre, hideous pasta. So there you go. That's what's fun and exciting in the world. And
and you got you gotta wear those to work tomorrow.
I was thinking about surprising my wife here in about 20 minutes. Honey, are you ready for this evening? And look, I've got a jar of Cramp Easy Lube. No telling what's going to happen next.
WD-40.
And I was thinking about Groove Tube and Kentucky Fried Movie the other night, and I forgot one of my favorite parts of it, the miracle chemical Uranus Brown 25, the stronger than steel.
Oh, that was it was dropping out of a tube or something? Yeah. Jeez.
Uranus Brown 25. Just silly stuff.
That's
silly stuff.
Yeah, there was some good stuff on there.
Yeah, there was. So we have to think of a contest.
What about the guy that was talking? It was like off in the distance, and he's talking. There's a guy in a suit. It looked like an elephant. Looked like an elephant trunk. And you get closer to it, and you realize somebody's punched through the wall. And they got a little suit on it.
We have to think of a contest. I absolutely love the dad jokes. But we have to think of a contest for the next pipe giveaway, which we'll do in 2 weeks. How about 2 weeks? We'll show the pipe off next week. We'll do the giveaway in 2 weeks.
All right.
So,
yeah.
And
go ahead.
No, I have just about 9 random thoughts a second. So it's a lot of fun being me. None of them make any sense, but here we are.
Contest.
Wow.
What can we make people do?
I know. Let's make them tag 4 people, add it to their story.
You know what? I know what we'll do. All you people out there, I'm going to put post Jim's home address at the bottom of in the comment section below, and you send him plastic grocery bags. Just as many plastic grocery bags as you could possibly find. Send them to Jim. He's going to pass them out to all his neighbors. You could sell them I could sell these for 50 cents a piece.
Yeah. And I'll go.
Pure profit, man.
Yeah. Walk up to the neighbor's house, knock on the door. Hi, I'm Jim with the Save the Sea Turtles, and I'd like to give you these plastic bags. Enjoy. And then leave.
There's a comedian that talks about the straw thing. He says, you got this whole ocean, and you got a straw that floats, and somehow a straw goes up works its way into a 4 millimeter opening. Book. All the turtles are dying, all of them, with straws in their noses.
Periodically when I see stuff like that, I think, Darwin had a point. Only the strong survive. And if you can't avoid a straw, maybe you're not the strongest and the fittest in your particular clique.
It's like, what's that? Boonk. Oh, no. Upside down.
Or maybe the ocean is filled with cocaine and the sea turtles know something we don't.
Yeah, there you go. All right. We got to come up with a contest.
We'll think about it.
Let me think. I'm going to think. Let me think harder. There are 2 of them. Little dead air time here.
I think better when it looks like my head's exploded. So,
like you got a nuclear reactor in your head.
This sponsor. Caleb has got to be on the edge of his seat at this point. They interrupt each other for the last half hour incessantly.
This spot's for you, Caleb.
There won't be a complete thought for the next 3 minutes in your honor.
How about something that involves alcohol, like bourbon or tequila or something?
Make a case for your favorite spirit.
There you go.
And we'll read them on the air. So your mission, whether it's tequila, whether it's bourbon, whether it's whiskey, you pick your favorite spirit and make a case for it, and we'll read them. And, maybe we'll have Mitchell back on. Maybe we'll have whoever's with us, because I think we have interviews set up for the next 5 or 6 weeks, correct?
Right. And if they all, call in like, here's Harrison now. All right.
Our guest.
Here, Harrison is joining the podcast. Hello, Harrison. How are you? Hello? Harrison. Speak, man.
You might have to put the audio on. Nope.
I did.
Nothing.
But it didn't work. Nothing.
All right.
Nothing. Everything's working out tonight. Anyway, but let's expand it a little bit more yet. So you make the case for your favorite libation, and if it comes with, if you like it, tell us how you like it. If you like it neat, if you like it over ice, or if you have a mixed drink. But if it's a mix, you have to tell us the recipe.
Oh, in the Pipes, Pours, and
How's
Pal
that?
League, there have been some guys that have posted some fantastic looking old fashions and some spectacular drinks. Are you calling someone?
Please leave your message for.
It's not working out. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Nice. Two old guys in technology. Can anything possibly be better?
Caleb, how'd you like that one, huh?
Next episode, we're going to teach you how to use a rotary dial phone. Enjoy. Oh.
Okay, so let's do that. So you can send them any way you want to. Send them by email. You can send them by direct message. But yeah, do that and send them in.
All right.
Yeah.
That what an excellent idea. We'll talk about it next week early in the podcast for those of you that don't stick around. And I do want to say thank you to Blake's Pipes. He's got a YouTube channel. He comments on every one of our episodes, and we really appreciate you hanging out with us when you get to watch the show. And it's kind of fun. And Tim and I, like I said, somebody asked me the other day, why do you do a podcast? Well, because I get to talk to Tim mostly.
Yeah, we yuck it up.
Yeah. I have a couple of laughs, make my hair.
Yeah. Give Ben a dose of shit too,
Yeah. So those of you that don't know, first time listeners, last time listeners, Ben is our producer. And Ben has the fashion sense of a blind hobo. And I say that with all the sincerity that I can muster. We're going to take up a collection here in an episode to buy the kid a light for his closet because he needs to not get dressed in the dark anymore. Just poor kid. He showed us.
He's got a real fashion sense. There's scent. His fashion scent.
We took a load of his clothes to Goodwill and they said, no, thanks. No, we're not. No, we're good. Thanks.
Like I feel like telling him, trying to make sense of your wardrobe is like trying to smell the color 9.
Yeah, that's exactly. So before the episode, we were talking to Ben, and he pulls out his hat that is the single greatest piece of contraception I've ever seen. Wear that hat, you couldn't get laid in a prison with a handful of pardons. It's just not going to happen. And then he pulls out his Cleveland Indians baseball hat, where he'd cut the brim about 2.5 inches off. So it's like one of those English grammar school beanies. And I'm like,
it looks like a near miss shark attack.
Yeah, it's like I stepped in front of the helicopter and it took the front of my hat off and I backed
missed
up.
Me by that much.
Yeah. And then he goes, I wear it backwards. Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
We'll allow it. We'll let it go.
Yeah. We'll allow it.
Anyway.
All right, well, let's see. What else can we say to make these people miserable?
It's going to snow Wednesday in Colorado.
Yeah. It's going to get cold here again, too.
Yeah. Don't you like to ski, Jim? Oh, man, I sure do. Because the thought of strapping 2 wooden slats to the bottom of my feet and hurling myself down an ice-covered mountain in speeds that I can't comprehend nor control, trolling for aspens, sign me up. All here are the ski boots. Oh, look, torn ACLs. Excellent, man.
Right.
Put those on me.
Oh, good. Walking casts. A pair of size 12 walking casts, please.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do with these? Well, I'm going to snap my shin off in them. So make sure that
Yeah,
they're
right.
tight.
They had those are the Jimmy Hoffa designed those boots. So they've designed them for Jimmy Hoffa, you know, right to the bottom of the ocean.
Speaking of Jimmy Hoffa, he actually made the news. Some forensic scientist thinks that he's found Hoffa's body, and they took a cadaver dog out, and the cadaver dog hit on it. But they do have to tear up a little league field to get to it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. So there you go. That's what's new in news.
Yeah, it's probably a Teamster's tie tack. That's all they find. You know.
Yeah. You know. Anyway,
there were wingtip footprints up on the moon.
Yeah. Yeah. But we've never been to the moon, Tim.
They're not going to find Jimmy Hoffa. Oh,
no.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't.
Yeah.
That's what they
Stanley
said.
Kubrick did all the filming.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for joining us for episode 13. We hope you had a few laughs. Hope you enjoyed it. We will talk about the new contest on the next episode, early in the episode. Send us your favorite spirits. Defend why it's your favorite spirits. If it's a mixed drink, you got to send us the recipe, and we'll pick a winner for the next giveaway pike, which will be a Camoys Zulu unsmoked, courtesy of MBSD Pipes.
How nice.
All right.
Good stuff.
Good night, Tim.
Good night, Jim.